I quit my 9 to 5 job to become a full-time YouTuber, but is it worth it? Is it not worth it? In this video, you guys are going to find out, and I'm going to be as honest as possible, starting from my first job, how much I've been able to earn as someone that is working in Nigeria, and how I finally became a full-time YouTuber, and at least how much I earn averagely, even if I'm not exposing all my revenue, but how much I earn averagely on YouTube. Then at the end of this video, you are going to first of all make a decision if you're quitting your 9 to 5 job or if you are not quitting. And the second thing we are going to be doing at the end of this video is to tell me if I did a job well done or I did not do a job well done. First, hello beautiful people, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's Vibe with Sonia, and I'm back again with another mind-blowing video. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are fine. Hope you guys are good. If it's first time seeing it, do what, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comments, and lastly, do not forget to share. For disclaimers, I'm not saying this to discourage anybody or to encourage anybody, but I'm saying this so that you can be able to make the right decision that is best for you. Okay, so this was the right decision that I feel it is best for me, and I made my decision. And yeah, so the first ever job that I got on this my life, like the first ever job that I was able to do, was a teaching job. And that was because when I finished secondary school, I told my mom I wanted to go and get something to start doing, like looking for a job. But my mom was like, no, you have to go to school, you have to go to school. So when I came to school and I started my first year, second year, I told myself I want to have the teaching experience, because I don't want the situation whereby if I want to apply for a job after school, they will definitely ask me if I have experience. And if I continue to say no, I don't have experience, a lot of people are not going to they're not going to give me job. So that was my mentality then. So I started my first job. I started looking for a job and I got a teaching job, and that teaching job was paying me 12,000 naira. Yeah, which is less than $10 now. It was paying me 12,000 naira, and I was taking primary 4. And yeah, so I did that job for the first term. Because I was just looking for experience, and I told the woman what I was looking for, so she was able to like help me out and also try to like show me a lot of things that I need to know when it comes to the teaching field. And I was able to like rotate my classes as well from basic 4. I also taught nursery 2, and yes. So I just did the first term and the second term with them, and then I traveled back to my place in Kaduna to go and see my parents. And my mother was like, "What's happening to you?" Then it was my mother's blessed marriage, stuff like that. Well, like, what's happening to you? What are you doing with your life? See, go and fix your life. We send you to school, not send you to do anything. I did not even tell her I was teaching as at then, because I had my family providing for me. I had a mom that cares about me, that is always bringing me food stuff. I have a dad that is always supporting financially, and I also have my elder sisters. So everything regarding my life was at least perfect. We were not too rich, and we were not also too poor. So, but my sisters were able to stand out for me in providing my clothes and every other things. So I just needed the experience, not like it's anything. So when I came back, I quit that job and I told myself, okay, I need to learn a skill. I cannot just keep myself like this, because I've been seeing a lot of people saying, oh, I can do this, I can do that in school. Why will I just sit down and not do anything? And I learned computer. I did it for about 3 months. I paid it by myself without telling my parents. The money they were accumulating and giving me, I used it to like invest in the computer line. So I learned for 3 months. After learning for 3 months, I got my certificate without even telling my parents. And then I got other crafts as well. Like I paid for other things, like how to do liquid soap, all these cosmetics and the rest of that. I also learned them. I also learned bead making. I also learned ankara designs and shoemaking. Yeah, I learned shoemaking, okay? But I know they say jack of all trade, master of none. I know a lot of them, but just that I am not using them currently. But I'm happy I have those ideas. So after learning, I told myself that the next thing for me to do is to get a job. So when I got to I did polytechnic. A lot of you might not understand what polytechnic is, except you are in the African part of the country or you are in Nigeria. So, and that is to say, for polytechnic, you need to do HND, you need to do ND first year, second year, and then you need to go for your IT. Okay, after your IT, you need to come back for your HND, which is year 1 and year 2 again before you graduate. And I was also opportunity to attend a private school, so I was not having any issues concerning strike and every other stuff. Okay. So after that, I told myself I need to go and get myself a job when I got to HND. And I said, let me just get a job that at least will be giving me something. Let me be saving my money in as much as I have people that are caring for me. But let me just have this saving, because I read accounting and we were taught so much when it comes to saving. And I got a job. I was looking for a job like someone that is suffering. Okay, so I finally got a job, and I got a hotel job, my first hotel job ever. And I worked as a front desk person, which is popularly known as receptionist. But you know, the hotel world, we just touch it to like a front desk person, personnel. So I work as a front desk person, and before you know, I was paid 15,000 naira. Yes, I was paid 15,000 naira in my first month, and then in my second month, the manager increased it to 18,000 naira. Okay, which is less than $20. Okay, I probably will put it on the screen so that you guys will be seeing the amount. So I was paid 18,000 naira, and I continued to do this job. I was going to school, I was doing the job, my parents were providing for me. So what I do then is, once I get my salary, I always try to save my salary up to make sure everything is going well for me and the rest of that. So I finished, and I was supposed to go for NYC. I have to tell the manager that I'm going for NYC, and the manager was like, oh, we like you, because as at then I was doing procurement for them. I was working as a front desk person. Like, I was just doing a lot just because I want to get experience. I was even helping the manager. I have to tell the manager personally to like let me help him do his job, all his Excel work. So I was the one doing it, and that was a very big opportunity for me to learn a lot of things. So I was able to learn different Excel, accounting work, and the rest of that is still helping me up till date. And I was happy he gave me that opportunity to be able to learn that, because I personally just told him, I said, why not be giving me your job? Let me be doing for you as a manager, so that I'm an accountant and one day I might be a manager as well. He was like, okay, no problem. You are good to me, and let's just go. And I learned. You guys see, but I was still getting just 18,000 naira as salary without no salary increment and the rest of that. In fact, the director as at that time don't even want to hear anything regarding salary increments. Okay, and I was so comfortable with it, and I was happy doing the job, because I know I was doing this for experience, and I am getting the experience that I want. Okay, so fast forward to still maybe on the job, I got a particular guest, a guest that came in here, and the family were having issues with their house, flood here and there. And then I helped them, okay, as I just helped them by performing my job. I said, okay, let me be helping them, helping the family. Anything the family want, I'll just be running up and down. Even if it's not in the line of my job, I will still do it. And from there, one day, this guest wife, the wife itself just asked me, and she said, Sonia, will you be okay if you get a better job that is paying you better than this one? And how much is this one paying you? I have to open up because I know I need a better job. And I told her 18,000. She said, okay, if you get a better, will you be able to work there? I was like, why not? I will. And she said, okay, I will talk to my husband. So she spoke with her husband, and her husband told me the next morning, get your CV and I will take you to the location. Not knowing that this particular man is going to be the boss I'm going to be working with. That's why it is good in every working environment you find yourself. Try your possible best to make sure that everything you're doing is perfect. You don't know who is going to be your helper. Okay, so that was how I met my helper, and to date, I can never forget that man. I can never in my life forget that man. And I spoke with my manager that I was working with then, because I have to tell my manager, I said, this is the honest truth of what is happening. And my manager was like, oh, because you have been good to me, why not? If I see something good, I can't stop you from going. So this is what we are going to be doing this particular month. Since this month is still, you are already at the middle of the month, and we can't pay you half salary, just work for the whole month. So after working for the whole month, we are going to pay you. And so what I did was, because I was resuming in that other place as a new person, just with a simple interview, because of the influence of that particular boss I was going to work with, they just took me, and I have to be coming every morning there, and then I have to be resuming late hour shift on my current job, just because of my, so my manager sometimes, on the other hand, have to be covering up a lot of things for me. Anything you are doing in your work environment, your reputations matters. It is very important. Keep good relationship, so that at the end of the day, it is going to help you a long way. Whenever you need help, they are going to come through for you. And after I finished that one, I dropped my resignation letter in peace and harmony, and I moved to this other side. And this other side, on the other end, was still a hospitality job, but on this end, I'll be doing like a front desk representative, and I'll also be working as a supervisor. Okay, but I got like more higher experience on the new job than the old one that I was. So, and that time they were paying me 41,000 naira, and I was so happy. You know, when you have 41,000 naira, that is like less than $50 now, way less than $50. Like, you will be so happy. So I started that job, and on the process of doing that job, I was so happy. I started working 2019 with the company, and I was so at some point I did procurement for them. At some point I did supervising. At some point I have to sit in place for my accountant. So I'm just doing all of these things so that I can be able to get experience, because it is a very big establishment and nobody's compelling you to do something that you are not supposed to do. So at some point I even have to go to a different state to go and do 1 or 2 contracts for them. And yeah, so, but I was still working with 41,000 naira. There is no increment of salary. I've been working, I worked for 2019, 20, and 21. Then I sat down and I told myself, Sonia, after my NYC, because money, I was having money coming in, okay, east, west, north, and south from my salary, and then my NYC allowance was also coming in. So as at then, I was earning like, 70 something thousand naira, and because NYC was paying me 33,000, and I was getting 40 something thousand, 41,000 to be specific, from my own place of work. And I was so much comfortable until my elder sister, my mom, sat me down and they told me something that shocked me. And they said, now you are done with school. We are no longer going to be providing for you. So you are supposed to be providing for us now. And that was when I knew that my responsibility has just begun, because I was enjoying everything I was enjoying, saving money east, west, north, and south, getting money from TikTok. But because I was not I'm not a fashion kind of person. If you know me, that I'm not a fashion kind of person. I'm just this person that with my jean and polo, I can go anywhere that I want to go to. So even as at when I was making money, then I have friends that were buying hairs, were buying things, but since I'm not the kind of fashion kind of person, those things don't really freak me, okay? But they will freak me now. Anyways, fast forward to my story. Immediately my parents broke that record to me and they told me that, Sonia, you are going to start taking care of the family. We are done taking care of you. Because it's at then I already told them that I was also working as well. So I was now getting more responsibilities that my siblings, my younger siblings, will call me and be like, big sis, we need this, big sis, we need that. I'll have to send money for my dad. I'll have to send money to my mom from the little one I was having. And one day I sat down and I told myself, if I continue with this particular salary, for how long will this particular salary sustain me? So after thinking this, before you know, I finished my NYC and I was not getting salary coming from the NYC angle. It was just me and my 41,000 naira, and that money was not really enough for me. So I started researching for apps that will be able to help me make money online. I got TikTok, so I started TikTok as well. That was how I started TikTok. I was like going live on TikTok to see how I can make money. And before you know, I started making like $10, $5, and I was happy that I was getting something out of TikTok. But I was still thinking within my own self, I was like, how do I break out of poverty? Because I know that I am not from a well-rich known family, and we are not too poor, like I said from the beginning of this video, but something needs to be different. And is this the kind of life I want for my children, which is the children I'm going to give birth to? Is it what I really want for them? Then I need to plan myself. And what I was doing then was, any money I get from my TikTok, I save it, and any money I get from my salary, I spend for my family. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I just was scrolling on YouTube and I saw Dinah Ekweme video of the video she did, how she became a millionaire housewife. And I was like, YouTube pays? Hello, YouTube pays? And I started making more research to know if YouTube is paying. I started making more research on apps I can be able to get and lay my hands on to be able to make extra income coming into my pocket, because as the days are going, my responsibility is becoming more higher. And I found out that YouTube is paying, and I said, okay, I want to make sure that I make money from YouTube as well. So what just helped me then was, I have to tell myself, if I can just get $1 from YouTube, then I will definitely be comfortable. Let me just get the money coming in dollar. And I have this Zimbabwe manager that is always telling me that, Sonia, start saving your naira currency in dollar, because a time will come where dollar is going to rise and you are going to be like making a lot of money out of it. But the money they're paying me is even barely feeding me or doing a lot of things for my family. So how do I now start doing this one? And I created my YouTube channel, created countless YouTube channels, deleted them because of one mistake or the other, before I finally create the Honorable Vibe with Sonia, and which is this Vibe with Sonia you guys are watching. And when I created this YouTube channel, I was very skeptical about it because I don't know what to do. But I just told myself I'm going to be learning on the job, and I started uploading and learning on the job. Okay, so I monetized my YouTube channel, like I said in all of my videos. If you've been coming close to my channel, 6 months on YouTube I monetized, because I was not waiting for me to get that organic. I'm not in that organic level of saying I must get the organic followers. So then I was looking for any means I can get my 1,000 followers, my 1,000 subscribers. So I got my 1,000 subscribers from the Telegram group, because I told myself if I have to wait for this organic thing to happen, then I have to wait for a very long period of time. Because I looked out for videos that a lot of people were doing on how they grew their YouTube channel, and they'll tell me that they grow organically 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and I'm not ready to do that. Okay, so I got my 1,000 subscribers from Telegram groups where we have to go and exchange sub for ourselves. And after that, I said, okay, it is time for me to get my 4,000 watch hour by fire and by force. And I started going live stream more, be uploading videos and also going live stream. And then it was really telling on me, because the stress was really mad on me. But I was not giving a damn about it, because I knew I was preparing for my future. And then in 6 months' time, I monetized my YouTube channel. And I told my family, finally, I'm not a millionaire. I'm going to be making money, because I was thinking YouTube money is going to be coming in every day back to back. And after I waited for the first month, I saw just $11, second month, third month, fourth month, fifth month, and the sixth month, I finally get to cash out on the sixth month. And my first YouTube paycheck, I think, was $116. And when I got that YouTube paycheck, I was so happy that at least my efforts can bring me this $116. Like, I was so fulfilled, I was so happy. But I was still doing my job diligently. But I noticed that on the job, the owner of the place was not ready to give like a salary increment. It's just like me revolving around one table over and over again. So fast forward to 23, which was last year. I got married last year, you guys already know. So I got married last year after my wedding and everything. And my husband was already working. So I told myself, okay, since my husband is working and we can do with his own income, at least if I don't get to make anything for now, definitely I know that I'm going to be fine, okay? It's just me and my husband. So definitely I'm going to be fine. He can be able to provide for me for now. And I told my husband, I told him that I want to quit my job, because I feel like this job is not giving me what I want. So he was like, is it because of the money? I said the salary is too small and I am well stressed. And he was like, oh, fine, no problem. So what are you going to be doing with your life now? Because you are not the kind of person, right from when we are dating, right from our dating phase, he knows that I'm not the kind of person that just want to sit down and fold my hands. Okay. So I said I will focus on my YouTube channel. I already have 2 YouTube channel monetized. I monetized the second YouTube channel 3 months on YouTube. And since I already have these 2 YouTube channel monetized, I'm going to put in the work on my YouTube channel. So I'll put in the work and see what it will yield out for me, because I've checked a lot of videos where people be like, I quit my 9 to 5 job to focus on YouTube. I quit my this to 5 job to focus on YouTube, and voila, he said, as you wish. And then I quit my job and I started creating more content. I started putting out more content on my YouTube channel. I started uploading every day. I quit my job August 2023. I resigned. I dropped my resignation letter. My boss was like, we're going to miss you. I'll be like, yes, I know, but I just need to, okay, let me fix my life, because this place is not going to fix my life. Because tomorrow the owner of the place can come out and say, nobody's going to work again, everybody just go back to your destination, and I will just go and be stranded. And I hate it when I'm stranded. So immediately I quit my job. I focused on my YouTube. I started uploading. Initially I was not uploading every day. I started putting out content instead of once a week that I was doing. I started putting out 2 times in a week. Later I started putting out 3 times in a week. Later I started putting out 4 times in a week. And I noticed that the more I keep doing more videos and pushing out more videos, the more my revenue keep like stepping up gradually. So if I make $30 last month, this month I'm going to be making like $60, or this month I'm going to be making like $70, and of which is way higher than the salary that I was receiving as at that time. And I'll be like, okay, that means if I put more work into my YouTube channel, I am going to get to the destination where I want and even surpass. And that was how I started putting in more content every day on my YouTube channel. And voila, today we are over 40,000 subscribers. And for me as a person, did this really work for me? Was I grateful that I quit my job and focused on YouTube? 100% grateful. Because even if I am not even cashing out every month on YouTube, but I am getting, even if it's $30 or $40 or $50 every month on YouTube, probably taking me 3 months for me to be able to cash out, it will be way more than my salary, way more than the salary I was earning. And aside that, I have to work, I have to do night shifts, I have to do, like, I have to do a lot. You know, when you're working for someone, you have a lot of tasks that you're doing. I have to reply to mails, I have to book in, I have to check out, like a lot of things were going on. And I can just focus on my YouTube channel, do my videos, upload my videos, go to sleep. Even if I get 1, 2, 3 views, I am okay. I'm making something out of it. YouTube was the best thing that has ever happened to me. And then for you out there, let me just give a quick advice. I will not advise you to just go ahead and quit your YouTube channel. Sorry guys, I will not advise you to go out there and quit your job. Your 9 to 5 job might be paying you more than the one my is paying me. Okay, so, and I will not also advise you to rely solely on YouTube revenue, because the YouTube revenue fluctuates. Okay, this month it can be higher, this month it can be lesser. And I have someone, which is a husband, that is also supporting me. Okay, so even if I get a lesser amount this month, at least I know that my money is not doing everything for me. And for some that are not yet married, or some are also married, but probably the capability of your husband is not too that strong, I don't know, I will not advise you to be like, okay, quit your YouTube channel, quit your 9 to 5 job, and then focus on YouTube. But now this is what I'm going to be telling you. What I want you to do is for you to be serious when it comes to your YouTube channel. I'm not saying you should not do your things organically, 100%. I accept it you. But make sure that anything you are doing, be able to put out something on your YouTube channel. Because trust me, your YouTube channel will give you what that your 9 to 5 job cannot give you. Yes. My YouTube channel has given me what my 9 to 5 job cannot give me. My YouTube channel has given me sponsorship videos. My YouTube channel has given me direct revenue from YouTube. My YouTube channel has given me students that will come, book my sections, and then we work on their channel and every other stuff. You can see that there are different means for you to be able to make it on YouTube. My YouTube channel have also given me families, brothers, sisters that are able to like stay with me, love what I am doing, and be like, oh, Sonia, we are family. And tomorrow you can be that kind of person. You can be that one person. Sometimes my husband just look at me and my husband will be like, oh, hustle is really paying. And he will just bless me. He will just place his hand on my head and bless me. Because he's always seeing what I go through to be able to create content. Sometimes I don't sleep in the night. Sometimes I do a lot that I cannot even explain behind the scene. That's why to tell you that life of a YouTuber is way harder than that your 9 to 5 job. But life of a YouTuber is more sweeter than that your 9 to 5 job. So the decision is left for you to make. I made my own decision at the right time. I never quit when I never had anything on YouTube. So if you're not monetized, or you're monetized, you're not seeing that coins yet, I am not saying you should quit. Even as when I quit my job as at last year, I can't even boast of getting $100 every month on YouTube. But I saw it that everything I am getting every month on YouTube, be it $30, $50, I was very much comfortable with it, because I knew that my job was not paying me up to what this was actually paying me. And for the fact that I can make money in USD was something I'm really grateful for. It is from this same YouTube channel that I got my first, when I mean my first 1 million naira. And why wouldn't I be grateful for YouTube? So the decision is yours. That is my story. That was how I was able to quit my 9 to 5 job. And today, here am I as a full-time YouTuber, a full-time housewife, just doing YouTube for business, just doing YouTube to earn money at the end of the day. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Was this really profitable? And if you are still at that stage and you feel like, oh, YouTube channel is not doing well, Vibe with Sonia, I want you to come into my YouTube channel. Come and see what I am not doing well and how we can be able to fix it. That is my job here. I've gotten students that without having any YouTube channel at all, they've not created their YouTube channel. From our class, we're able to like create a YouTube channel, develop those students to be able to stand out on their own. And you can also be that kind of person. I always say that any money you put out on your YouTube channel is not a waste. Check out this flyer that is displaying on the screen. Do you want the 1-day coaching? Do you want the 1-week coaching, 2 weeks coaching? Do you want the 30 days coaching that can be able to put you out there on YouTube? That is why Vibe with Sonia is here. Yeah. I can do that for you. All you need to do is to email me at faithonoja3195@gmail.com, and I'm going to be responding to your mail. Let's get your YouTube channel started. Okay. Anyways, thank you so much for staying sticking with me to the end of this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you have not subscribed, please do what? Subscribe. Like this video, drop me your comments. And lastly, do not forget to share for every other person to get this good news. And yes, with no further ado, I'd like always say in my videos, I'm going to be saying bye, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye. I love you guys. Mwah.